In regard to the question, why did I become an artist? I'm sure it's driven by some combination of enjoying to draw and having a general aptitude that was encouraged, but in terms of why I continue to devote so much time and energy to painting now, well, it's because I find the process to be enjoyable. From the first steps of encountering a subject, to photographing it, mapping it, and sketching it, and to continue observing and refining an image through each brushstroke, the process allows you to engage in a very focused activity while the work continues to reveal itself. It's easy to lose yourself in the act of observing. While there is a fair amount of planning and conceptual work involved in creating a painting, most of the work simply consists of observing and responding. If, for example, I'm painting an image of a car, I'm not conjuring the archetype of an automobile and painting that, but instead I'm replicating the image that I see through a series of brushstrokes. I'm observing how the black of a shadow obscures where the car's tire ends and the street begins. I'm observing how the light reflected from the car's fender contains color properties that are not shared in the car's overall color. Sure, there was decision-making in selecting an image, and I might decide to eliminate or replace certain elements in an image, but largely I'm interpreting what I directly observe. As observation is a very inner process, so painting can be a very solitary act. Although it can be done in the presence of others or in collaboration with, it certainly doesn't require it. Which leads into the question of, how has the current pandemic affected my practice? And not to diminish the very significant impact that the pandemic is having in many areas of life, I don't think that it has really had a direct impact on my practice. In the March 30 issue of The New Yorker, there's a comic by Chris Ware titled Self-Isolating. The strip portrays a comic artist as finally having his lifestyle of avoiding others vindicated. In the strip, he notes that not just cartoonists, but writers and artists are pretty good at self-isolating as well, but tend to like cocktail parties and openings too much to qualify as true authorities. That said, I'm making use of the time previously occupied by parties, painting.